Sitharkadu Sivan Temple, Moolavar Sri Dhathreeswarar or Sri Nellayappar, Consort Sri Prasuna Kundhalambigai, Sri Poongozhali Ambal. Sitharkadu Sivan Temple near Poonamalli is an ancient Shiva temple located in Sitharkadu village, around 8 kilometers from Poonamalli, Chennai. The main deity is Lord Shiva as Dhathreeswarar or Nellayappar, and the goddess is Prasuna Kundhalambigai or Poongozhali Ambal. The temple is known for its peaceful atmosphere and is especially auspicious for those born under the Swati Nakshatra. This place once was covered densely with Indian gooseberry trees, and hence the name Dhathreeswarar. Dhathri is Sanskrit for Indian gooseberry or Nellikai in Tamil. Built by Pandya king Jatavarman Sundarapandiyan I in the 13th century, the temple has Chola and Nayak style architecture with a 5-tier gopuram and stone mandapam. The place was also called as Thirumanam. The Pandya king, while commencing the renovation of the temple, found the Amman idol in the flower garden. Since the area was lush forest with sweet-smelling flowers, the place came to be known as Thirumanam. Thiru means sacred and Manam, pleasant good smell, and named her Poongozhali and erected a shrine. Those facing obstacles in their marriage proposals perform Abhishek to Lord with gooseberry powder, juice and seeds and milk to the Lord, and offer green vastras and bangles to mother and light ghee lamps. Here Nandi Bhagavan doesn't possess rope on nose as it is in many other temples because it's a Shanta Swarupa Nandi. Siddhar statues and carvings such as Pranadipika Siddhar, Jadamudi Siddhar on the pillars inside the temple suggest it was a place of worship for many sages and Siddhas. Since the place featured Siddhas who prayed and performed penance, the town, which was once dense in vegetation, came to be called Sitharkadu, which means forest of the Siddhas. Later the name became Chittukkadu and Sitharkadu. It is believed that still the Siddhas are in the form of birds and butterflies inside this holy temple. Sri Sundaravalli Thayar Sametha Sri Sundararaja Perumal Temple, Sitharkadu, Soranjeri. Here the presiding deity is called as Sundararaja Perumal with his consort Sri Devi and Bhudevi on his either sides. The sculpture of Garudakodi Siddhar found in a pillar in the Mandapam of Andal shrine has become very popular among devotees. The temple is hence called as Garudakodi Siddhar Perumal Temple. The temple is situated backside of Sitharkadu Dhathreeswarar Temple. This temple is also part of special temple for those who have Swati as their birth star. It is believed that the temple was originally built by the Pandya king Jatavarman Sundarapandiyan in the 13th century on the banks of the sacred river Kuvam. The temple construction was started during the days of Sundarapandiyan I, and after his death, Nalla Chinnathambi Mudaliyar completed the construction. This place was also called Puliyur Kottathu Tirumandram during the Pandyan period. Later additions and renovations were done by the Nayaka kings. The style of the temple architecture does not appear to be of Pandyas, though it is more aligned with Vijayanagara style. There is a Dvajastambam and Balipidam and a Garudalvar Sannadhi which faces the Sanctum Sanctorum. Atop the Mandapam before the Moolasthanam is an arch-like structure on which faded sculptures of Sundararaja Perumal and others have been kept. In the next outer Mandapam, the Kannan Vigraham is found along with Utshavar. There are idols for Tirumizhi Alvar, Udayavar, Tirumangi Alvar, Nammalvar, Senai Mudalvar along with Nagar in the Mahamandapam. Sri Santhanayagi samedha Sri Santheeswarar temple, Melmanambedu, Vellavedu. This Sri Santheeswarar temple is on the north side of Melmanambedu village, about 100 meters from Melmanambedu main road. An entrance arch is on the roadside with stucco images of Shiva and Parvati as Rishabha Rudar, Vinayagar and Murugan on both sides. The original temple may belong to the 16th to 17th century and no inscriptions are found in the temple. The Rajagopuram was constructed during the recent years. Mahakumbhabhishekam was conducted in 2023. It is believed that Shiva facing west has a lot of powers to shower his devotees with boons and he used to bless with Shanti. Devotees pray to Shiva and Ambal to get rid of marriage obstacles, child boon, etc. Hence Shiva is called Sri Santheeswarar, Ambal as Sri Santhanayagi. The temple faces west with a three-tier Rajagopuram. Stucco images of Shiva and Parvati as Rishabha Rudar, Vinayagar and Murugan on top of the entrance. Balipidam and Rishabham are in the Ardhamandapam. Stucco Dwarapalakas are at the entrance of the Sanctum Sanctorum. In Kosham, Dakshinamurti, Mahavishnu and Brahma are there. In Ardhamandapam, Vinayagar, Sri Valli Devasena Subramanyar, Bhairavar, Chandran and Suryan are found. In Outer Praharam, Chandikeshwar, Navagrahas, Nagars along with the Shivalingam, Mahavishnu and Anjaneyar are there. Ambal Santhanayagi is in a separate Sannadhi in Ardhamandapam facing south. Dwarapalagis are at the entrance to the Ambal and Ambal is in a standing posture with four hands. Upper hands are holding Pasa and Angusam and lower hands are in Abhaya Varada Hastam. Sri Amirthambhigai samedha Sri Aavundeeshwarar temple, Nemam. The original temple belongs to the Sora period, maybe 11th to 12th century. The temple authorities claim that the temple was built by Jayanganda Sora or Rajadhara Sora I and 1500 years old and renovated during the Vijayanagara period. 16th to 17th century inscriptions are found in the Adhisthanam Pattikai. Due to age and without maintenance, the temple had become dilapidated and unapproachable due to the growth of vegetation and shrubs. The Vimana was also damaged completely. The temple was reconstructed again and Ashtabandhara Mahakumbhabhishekam was conducted on 20th September 2010. The temple tank called Agni Tirtham and Pitru Tirtham is in front of the temple. Ambal is in a separate Sannadhi in Mahamandapam. Moolavara is of Swayambhu and tall. Ambal is in standing posture with Abhaya and Varadahastam. Ambal's head is not straight but inclined as if she is hearing the devotees' prayers. The legs are in a position such that she is coming towards the devotees. As per the legend, when the temple was dilapidated condition, the temple was completely covered with debris and sand. The weeds and shrubs were grown on it. One of the cows of a herd grazing in that area was shedding milk on Shivalingam daily. On seeing that, the herdsman started beating the cow. Immediately Lord Shiva appeared and hugged the cows to avoid getting hurt. Hence Lord Shiva is called Aavundeeshwarar. The marks of beating and dimple marks due to the pouring of milk by cow can be seen on the Moolavar. It is believed that after Pralaya, Brahma started his creation by sprinkling Amrita at this place, Nemam. Devas offered Amrita to goddess Ambal Amirthambhigai. Since creation started from this place was called Amrita Janma Bhumi. So Ambal grants child boon to her devotees who pray to her. It is believed that 18 Siddhas and Ashtadik Balakas worshipped Lord Shiva at this temple. This is an Aikya Sthalam for the Kanda Siddhar. It is further believed that the temple was reconstructed under the guidance of 18 Siddhars. Hence, stucco images of Siddhas are made on the Gajaprashta Vimanam. This is a Parihara Sthalam for those who are born in Magam and Puram Nakshatram. Since this temple is on the Isanya Moola of this village, this place is believed to be a Mukti Sthalam and Pitru Dosha Parihara Sthalam. Those who couldn't go to Kasi can do Pitru Pariharam at this temple, since this temple is believed to be equivalent to Kasi. To get rid of the problems due to Shani Dosha, prayer is offered to Sri Amrita Yogeshwara Bhairavar. Devotees pray to Lord Shiva and Amirthambhigai to remove marriage obstacles. Glass bangles are offered to Ambal and prayed. Child boon for the same, co-puja is offered at the temple, etc. It's believed that women should worship Lord Shiva of this temple at least once in a lifetime. The person whose name starts with Go should worship throughout their lifetime. Sri Selliamman Temple, Vellavedu. This Sri Selliamman Temple in Vellavedu is about 100 meters before Vellavedu police station. Even though the temple is dedicated to Selliamman, a village guarding deity, the Saptamatrikas are existing on the same place since 8th century. The temple is facing west with an entrance gate. Selliamman in the Sanctum Sanctorum is in sitting posture with four hands, holding Pasam and Damaru in the upper hand and Kabalam and Trishul in the lower hands. In the Praharam, we can see Vinayagar and Saptamatrikas. These Saptamatrikas are made of sandstone, belongs to Pallava period. The temple consists of Sanctum Sanctorum, Ardhamandapam and an open Mukha Mandapam. The Sanctum Sanctorum is on a Gramya style Salakara Vimanam. It was told the temple existed since Pallava period, that is 8th century, but the present structure of Sri Selliamman temple belongs to 20th century, built with bricks and cement. Mahakumbhabhishekam was conducted on 10th July 2024. Sri Somasundari Samedha Sri Somanathar Temple, Vellavedu. Adjacent to the Selliamman temple, we can see this temple yet to be fully renovated. The temple is being maintained by Arulmigu Somasundari Samedha Somanatheshwarar Arakatali Trust. The temple is very simple without Vimanam or Mandapam etc. A meta-colored sheet Mandapam is in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum. Chandra married 27 daughters of Prajapati Daksha, but with all of his 27 wives, Chandra loved Rohini the most and spent most of his time with her. The 26 other wives became upset and complained to Daksha, who placed a curse on Chandra to lose his power. Due to the curse, his brightness started diminishing. Frightened, Chandra prayed to Shiva to help him to gain back his power. Shiva said that he could not relieve him of the curse of Prajapati Daksha. Instead, Shiva gave a boon of diminishing, waning power for 15 days and regaining the power, waxing for 15 days. Hence, Shiva is called Somanathar. In another legend, Ganesha was returning home on his Vahana Moonjuru late on a full moon night after a big feast given by Kubera. On the journey back, a snake crossed their path, and frightened by it, his Vahana ran away, dislodging Ganesha in the process. Ganesha fell down on the ground on his stomach, vomiting out all the modakams he had consumed. On observing this, Chandra laughed at Ganesha. Ganesha lost his temper and broke off one of his tusks and flung it straight at the moon, hurting him, and cursed him so that he would never be bright again. Chandra prayed to Shiva to help him to gain back his power. Shiva said that he could not relieve him of the curse of Ganesha. Instead, Shiva gave him a boon of diminishing, waning power for 15 days as given by Ganesha, and regaining the powers, waxing powers for 15 days. And Shiva is called Sri Somanathar.